Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to Everything Philly Podcast, your platform for informative and entertainment topics. I'm Sharice.
Little Rob in the building.
And I'm Kaleem.
Little Kaleem in the building.
Welcome, Colleen.
Hey, another year, another day. Lately, we've been talking about me and Sharice has been talking about our New Year resolutions, how we gonna start things off, the area we going into, the attitudes we gonna take, things that's gonna affect our life, how we gonna make life better for us. And we came to the conclusion that this is going to be a positive year. Like no matter what goes on, no matter what challenges you face, no matter what obstacles, whatever it is, like it's always going to be something. When you on that positive, no negativity, negative comes from everywhere. It's like it's at its best, it's at its all-time high. And it can be from small to big, no matter what it is. I'm telling you. We woke up this morning and decided we was going, do a couple things for a couple people, look out for them, and you get no response. You don't get no appreciation. But then you fall right into that negativity real quick. Like, hey, they ain't even say thank you. Oh, let's stop that. We ain't do it for that. We do it because we care. We want to make things better. We gotta appreciate what we have. Understand where we at. How many people that is doing so much worse than us. Like, let's appreciate that every day. Every time we come with negative thought or bad energy, let's think about where we at. So many people we have lost this year. So many people, so many of my friends and families coming down with illness and they fighting for their life. And it's like me and my family's been blessed. I love my mom for her prayers. I love my family for their prayers. It's like it's been protecting us for years and years and years. So big shout out to you, Mom. Love you.
Love you, mother-in-law. One thing that was really impactful in our conversation this morning was that just bringing it home to me that we are really blessed. And in order to continue to get those blessings, that we have to make sure that we're shedding that negativity and that we're taking positive light out of everything. And although we don't always get those thank yous or those considerations that we feel like we deserve, just knowing that we're doing the right thing and not blocking our blessings, just being all about paying it forward. So that really hit home for me and just really shed light on looking at things in a different perspective.
How do you feel about that, Lemmy Lean?
No, I agree 100%. Keeping the right attitude will lead you down the right path, and as long as you stay focused on the main thing, you get what you want.
But what is the main thing? I think that's where a lot of confusion comes in life. Like, people's main thing could be so many different things.
Yeah.
And attending a couple of conferences this weekend, it made me look at a lot of this stuff because people were saying, what life means to them or what happiness means to them and, where they at in life and what they reaching for.
Yeah.
And as I'm sitting there and I'm listening to it, I'm like, what is that to me? And my answer is just so simple. Freedom. It's freedom. Happiness is complete freedom. Freedom from stress, freedom from financial choices, freedom from work, freedom from everything. Like just complete freedom. Like I could speak, I could talk, I could go anywhere I want. Like everything is no stress. And that's freedom to me. That's when you find your complete happiness, when you don't have nothing occupying your mind and your heart. You can speak how you want to, and you can do whatever it is that you chose to do. That's freedom.
I agree. Freedom is just being happy, being clear and concise with oneself, and just having that open mind. I think that's part of being free.
And also, I think longevity is a big part of that too. People don't understand it's okay to get old. It's good to get old. You want to reach a certain age where you can look back and tell your grandkids or whatever, how your life was, and just seeing the other side of things and just trying to get to that stage in life where you're settled in peace, at peace.
I think that's the objective. If you don't want to get old, I don't know what's going. Hey, go out there, walk in front of a car. Like everybody's going to get there. You better take it gracefully.
Yeah.
Because so many people don't get to see their teenage years nowadays. So I think that's a great, valid point. Lame, I really believe that. So let me ask both of y'all something. Love. Can
Love. Sorry.
can either one of y'all define love for me?
Well, this is perfect, being as though Valentine's is coming up. So, um, for me, if I were to, I would say love is a feeling, it's an emotion, but it's it's something that it's not like gender based. It's platonic. It can be applied to so many different things. You can love yourself. You can love others. You can love something.
What's your definition of love, young man?
For me, I would say affection. Affection goes a long way when you're in love.
Not in
Not
love.
in love.
Yeah.
Love. Just the word love. What do love mean?
Like I said, I would say affection is
Affection.
it's not what you say. It's not what you say. It's how you treat somebody and what you do for them. You can say you love somebody, but your actions don't say that. So
I think that love is like, I have to agree. It's a it's a feeling. I don't even know if it's an emotion. It's just a feeling. Like you connect with a person, and you just like their energy, and you could be around them. It don't have to be sexual. It don't have to be anything.
yeah,
You want to be around that person, and just could be a talk, a walk. It could be anything. Something that person puts you at calm. So what is in love? What's the what's the definition of in love?
The first thing that comes to mind when I say in love will be romance. And that's where I can distinguish love versus in love, because love, like I said, you can love a person, you can love things. But in love is strictly about romance and strictly about um, another person.
Your definition, sir.
I'm still learning right now. I never been in love before, so I'm still trying to figure this out. So I'm learning from Sharice right now. So hopefully I
I
get to that
love
stage.
Liam. Oh my God, he's the best.
All right. Do you think being in love is a dangerous thing?
Yeah, I feel like love is a drug.
Love
When
is
you
a drug.
yes, when you're deep in love with somebody, I mean, it can be. There's
Is it-
pros and cons to that.
Okay. What's the pros and cons? What's the pros to it?
Well, the pros is togetherness, unity. You look at her like you're equal. I think that's very important. But it's also cons to it too.
What's the cons?
Shit, I'm still trying to figure it out.
So how you gonna say it's cons if you don't know what those cons are?
Because
If
not
you-
everything peaches and cream though. Sometimes arguments happen, things like that. But
Okay, so arguments, that could be a con.
yeah, arguments.
Okay.
But the arguments is going to hit. They're going to take. And I think when you're in love, that's when the arguments become a bomb or they become a pebble. It's like
It
that's
could be
where
a
the difference
bond
is.
or a bomb.
Bomb.
But it could also be a bond.
Argument.
Hmm.
I guess it could be. But that's my difference between love and in love. Love, like I said, could be a feeling, like just content. But being in love is way deeper. Being in love is when it's not about you. Now it's about us.
Yeah.
Is you looking at this person like you're my everything. I will follow you to no end. Like it's way more than just a feeling. It's way more than just the emotion. It's that connection that's a wow feeling.
Yeah.
It's not about parents. It's not about sex. It's the everything. It's the everything you take into consideration, almost more than just yourself. It's about y'all now. It's about us. And that's the biggest thing about being in love. It's not about me anymore. It's about us. I'm thinking for not just me, but for me and you. How is this going to affect the both of us?
Yeah.
And I think that's the only way that that relationship grows. Both people have to be on that page. You can't have one person that loved and the other person that's in love.
For sure.
And I think a lot of us get into that kind of relationship.
I definitely think being in love is for certain all about oneness and all about unity and being one. Um, Speaking from somebody who's in love, yes, that wow factor, that that I still get butterflies. And for me, like those feelings of emotions, that excitement, even though I know I'm going home, I know who I'm going home to, I know what my routine is, but just knowing that I'm going home to my husband, to this man who still makes me smile and still gives me butterflies. I still get nervous, I still get excited, I still get giddy. So for me, that's in love. And even in the bad times, I still have that excitement. I still have that giddiness. I still have those butterflies, no matter how mad and angry I get.
You get mad and angry?
I do get mad and angry at you,
Wow.
and you know I do.
Let me pat
But
my
it
back.
doesn't.
Good job, Rob. Good job.
Whatever. Good job for keeping me happy because I get over it quick.
You scaring Lean. You know he say he listening to you. So you're
Terrified
scared.
right now.
It's a beautiful thing, Lean.
For sure.
Don't get it twisted. It's a beautiful thing. It's all about finding the right person.
Yeah.
And when you find that right person, you're gonna know it. And knowing it is being able to, no matter what challenges you go through, no matter what obstacles, the goal is to get through it, and you get through it together.
Yeah.
And you let that make you stronger. You learn from it and move forward even stronger from it.
But you have to be a strong person. So before you even think about being in love, you have to find yourself first. You have to be in love with yourself, because when
Yes.
you in love with yourself, you're not going to allow yourself to go through any nonsense. You're going to feel just as valuable as that person makes you feel. Like she could be that wow factor and you head over heels for her. But if you don't have that wow factor within yourself, that head over heels for her will take you right over a mountain,
Yeah.
because you're so insecure about losing her, or, you know, it's deep. And so if I would say anything about being in love is find yourself first.
For sure.
Like, because we, for some reason, cannot be ourselves. We're always trying to please someone else. We're always trying to be someone that we're not. We always living a lie after a lie after a lie after a lie because we're not comfortable in our own skin.
I think for sure you should, you definitely have to love yourself, because when you love yourself, then you don't sell yourself short. And like you said, you don't allow yourself to settle, to take anything less, because you know your worth. And I think that's where a lot of us go wrong when we talk about love and being in love. You gotta love yourself first. You gotta love yourself better than anybody else would love you. When you love yourself and have that self confidence, then you can start sharing that with someone else.
That's beautiful.
As it is, it's a very beautiful thing, because I think it speaks out. Like, everybody else can see that in you, and they want to be a part of that. They want that confidence that you have, but they don't know how to get it.
Yeah.
Most people, they take it as envy, and like, he's joke is just too happy. Like, why I can't make him mad? Like, why can't he just be as miserable as me? So it got to be all about you, whereas though you don't even see that. It's gonna be okay, homie. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Are there stages to being in love, or just like just one stage? That's just what it is.
No, I think there are stages. I think there's stages, because
I think it
You-
grows.
it definitely grows. I think when the friendship turns to love, the love turns to being in love, it's still a learning process. Like, when you move into a house with someone and you with them every single day, like, you get in to know that person, because that person ain't doing the things they was doing when y'all was friends, or when y'all was just bed hopping, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yes, bed hopping.
I want to know the definition of that.
Yeah.
Once again, y'all, the analogies. Pardon him. No filter.
Listen, I'm giving it to you raw, champ.
Yeah.
When that in love part comes in, you see a whole new different side of a person. A whole new different side of a person.
Yeah.
One time, you wouldn't even catch a person in the bathroom. Now you can't even go in the bathroom without that person being in the bathroom with you. That's that
Okay.
part of being in love, bro.
I feel
Got to
like
take
you
all
feel-
of it. The pros and cons. Get ready for it.
So
Stop airing our business.
I think that's every couple. I think every couple that I talk to say the same thing. I can't keep her out the bath. She sits on the bathtub while I'm on the toilet. What is this about being in love?
So hold up.
And what the girls say, I love his stink.
No, first of all, said no one ever that they love your stink or any stink.
Get ready for it, Lee. Get ready for it.
And is it true when you're in a relationship that you've been in a relationship for so long, you're just content with being with them? Like you might not like them, but you're just so content with being them because you don't see yourself with nobody else.
That's a
that's an
very low
unhealthy
self. That's a
relationship.
very, very, very low self-esteem person. Because you ain't gonna just sit there and accept something somebody give you just because you don't want to go find a new one.
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's get out of that. Because that person gonna run over you 10 times worse now. So it don't.
At the end of the day, you're not really happy either.
Yeah.
You're not being true to yourself. Like you're just there
That don't have nothing to do with being in love. I can tell you that.
for sure.
That's just being comfortable. People do grow comfortable in relationships, and there's no effort to push for the next level. There's no effort for anything. It's just they do something right that make you want to stay there,
Exactly.
and you're content with that.
Yeah.
But I think that can also lead to other challenges because somebody's gonna get bored.
Yeah.
There's some cheating going on somewhere.
Eventually, it's gonna be something.
Yeah, I want that one.
So you never. I always feel like you should never get comfortable, even though I know you say I'm comfortable because I talk to you in the bathroom now. But you talk to me from the bathroom, so I can't
Long
hear
distance,
you. So I
long
have to
distance.
go inside. I have to go. I can't hear you.
That's why we got text messages,
You hate texting,
phone calls.
really?
We're gonna get an intercom system in our next house.
Fine with me. Get the warm floor. Get the heated floors too, please.
Lay me lay. You've been in love already. I seen you in love.
You might have seen me in love probably one time.
It wasn't
know.
in love, but it was that baby in love.
Yeah, like I said, you have love for people, but I never really been in love, like jittery. Like I can't wait to see them. Of course, I court feelings. I'm 25. It's gonna happen.
I don't know. I need to talk to Asheen about that one because I think every time
He don't need to talk to Asheen. He does not need to talk to Asheen, guys. All right.
Asheen is not here to defend
All
himself.
right. We're not gonna talk about that. What happens on this podcast stays on this podcast.
It's great having you here, brother.
But no, Lean, being in love is a good thing. So don't be afraid, but just make sure that it's the right person. And don't let anybody tell you there's a time limit on like when you should be in love and when you should settle down at what point. You know when it's right.
For sure.
Don't rush it, bro. Live your life.
Because what I will say, it's work. It's not easy. And we just celebrated our 1 year anniversary yesterday. Happy anniversary to us. And people from time to time will ask me, like, how is it? And I'll say it's not easy, but it's worth it. So it's not,
easy.
well, it's work. Relationships and marriages are work. That's not a bad thing. If it was too easy, then somebody is going to be walked on. It's not going to be. It's not going to be real.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that to the fullest. I think I expressed that to you more than once. So, like, I think we as people make relationships harder. Like, a relationship is just like life. Like, people say life is hard. Life is what you make it. Relationships is what you make it. Like, if you got two people that's very open, that's willing to talk, conversate, speak everything, and understand where that conversation is coming from, there's no negativity coming from a conversation. It's just growth, and it's about love. When you get to that point, there's really nothing that should be able to affect what you have with that person because you have an understanding, a commitment, a bond that is only about growth. It should not be that hard.
I'm not saying that it's that hard, but with growth comes challenges. You don't grow without having some form of a challenge that you're going to have to get through and learn from it in order to move to the next step. So it's not always going to be, as Liam said, peaches and cream. It's not always going to be as easy as 1, 2, 3. There's adjustment periods. There's learning about each other that you have to go through. There's differences that we didn't even know we have that we're going to have to come to a common ground on.
That don't mean it's hard. That don't mean it's work. That's just all a part of moving on to the next level.
It work doesn't have
You said
to.
hard and work and challenging all in the same
Yes,
sentence.
it is. It's effort, and to put in the effort requires some work. So we don't wake up every day with no issues, no problems. And I don't mean we don't have like serious problems in our relationship, but every relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a marriage, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, there are going to be some challenges. It could be smaller challenges, big challenges, whatever the case may be, there is going to be challenges. And it's going to take effort and work to get through those challenges. It didn't take effort and work for us to get to where we are now. This just didn't happen.
Yes, it did, but that only was because
not.
of you was on one side and I was on the other side. I went
Okay.
through my trials and tribulations and had to face the lows and the highs. So I had to come to an understanding within who I am and where I want to go. So nothing phases me because to me, everything is about life right now. Everything is just about living and being free. So I could say what I want to say, and you could say what you want to say, and it's just like a grain of salt. I either take it or I don't, but I don't get into my feelings, my emotions about anything anymore because when I was at my very low, it was very few people that was there to lift me up. So majority of my lesson was learned on my own. But when you out in the world and you just constantly moving and moving and moving, you really don't take the time to build that true confidence that it is because you're just living every single day doing what it is. There are some people that get caught up in a way of life where as though nothing matters. And there are some people that just want to live life.
I get that and I agree, but I still think that there's effort. So,
No. I'm not saying it's not effort.
and
I'm
with
just saying it's
effort
not
requires some
hard.
work.
It's really not hard. Life really isn't hard. It's all about what you make it. Like every choice you make, there's a consequence to it. It could be a good one or a bad one, but it's about your choices. It's about everything you choose, and that's what make it easy or it's gonna make it hard. And it's just really that simple.
I still think I'm still going to stand on that even though it may not be easy, it's still worth it because going through those times together, going through those challenges together, that's bringing us closer together. That's that bond. That's getting to know each other. That's learning from each other. And you may have already been settled in your version of freedom, but I wasn't 100% settled. I wasn't 100% free. So it took effort for you to adjust to that, to support me as I get on the same page as you.
No,
That's effort. That's work. It didn't
listen,
just.
I agree with you on that. I'm saying it's not hard work. If you have an open mind and you're going into a situation that you know what you're going into, it's not hard. That's like somebody that goes to work. They at a job that they really hate. They don't want to be there. That's a hard job because every day you're going in there with the mind frame, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
But if you're going to somewhere you love, that you know you're there for one purpose and one purpose only, you're going there to get that job done, get it over with, so you can get closer to your goal. And that's it. There's no hard work. You're just going to get it done. And that's just like a relationship. You in this relationship because you want to be in there. You know what the goal is, and you're going to go at it no matter what it takes. You're going to get it done. But if you're going into this relationship because financial reason, this person take care of me, or whatever the reason may be, then every little thing becomes a bigger thing because you're not really completely happy where you at.
And then is that when it's hard?
Yes, that's when it's very hard. So, lamey lame, we're not going to sit here and discourage you, but as I would say to you, is you're still a young man.
Yes, sir.
Find out who you are, where you want to go, what you want to be, and let the love come to you.
For sure.
Have your fun, enjoy life, and
So what
just
if
be
I
careful.
find love at 50? Is that a problem?
no, not at all.
Oh,
Okay.
not at
Just wanted
all.
to make sure.
Not at
That might take that long for me.
That's what I'm saying. There's no age limit. Like, how old when we reconnected?
I was only 26.
Oh,
No.
then
That young?
Yeah, very young.
that means I was 21.
No. I think he was 51.
You're older than
Don't
me.
do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, please.
But yes, there's no age limit on finding love.
Yeah.
And the real love might not even be the first time. It may take you a second time or a
Yeah.
third time. But take your time.
Live life. Subscribe.
Like,
Comment. So
share.
love y'all. Peace out.
Peace out.